Welcome to Guns, Gear, and Guns with Gary Gunderson. I am Gary Gunderson. Today we are going to go over the best way to remove rust from a firearm. I've tried just about every method out there at one point or another, so I thought I would address a few of those up front before I show you my current method with dealing with rust. The first is the old copper penny trick. You take an old penny when they're still primarily made out of copper, dab a little bit of oil on the firearm, and just rub it into place. It's really more for spot cleaning, a little bits of rust, and won't really do much when you talk about a piece like this that needs a lot of attention. Another method that is commonly found is quadruple aught steel wool. This is the softest and finest version of steel wool. So the idea is that even though it's still steel on steel, the amount of scratching is going to be minimized since it's so fine compared to the firearm you have. But I still am a little antsy about using that on this if you want to keep any of the bluing or patina intact. Another method is basically just grinding it away, and that certainly will even it out and get rid of pitting as long as you don't go too far to damage the firearm. But it's also a little bit more of an extreme method, and really only if you're trying to completely refinish the firearm, which I am not trying to do here. The method I use is really pretty simple. It just comes down to a brass brush. This is, as you can see, this is a used one, and I don't hold back. You do have to put some pressure into it, but these are pretty cheap. You can get like a 10-pack for $8 online or find them at any gun show. So here's a new one, and all you really got to do is it's just like brushing your teeth. And this, I picked this piece because it has some more bright colored rust, softer rust, and then some rust as part of a patina down here. I was just going to show, and honestly, all you got to do is kind of brush back and forth. And like your teeth, you don't just go side to side or up and down. You go side to side, up and down, and in circular motions. And you'll start peeling the rust away. And obviously, since this is brass, it's softer than steel, so you don't really have to worry about going too hard on it because you're going to destroy the brass bristles before you destroy any of the actual firearm. And you can see after just a few seconds, it's already doing some change. And to get to the tougher points, you also can start assisting by adding a bit of oil here and there, and then scrubbing some more. You can see the little red in the pool of oil, which shows that it's already starting to come off. And then just wipe away. And you want to keep wiping. You can use rags or cleaning patches until you get to the point where you're seeing black, more black than red. The first part, you see more red in there. You see some red there. But now, from that spot, you're really getting more of a black colored. And you can see how much it's already changed just right there where that bright colored rust was. But this doesn't fit everywhere. Obviously, something like, down here or the really tough spots, even the thin bits of the wire brush, it's hard to get in there. So what I also have on hand is actually bronze wool. It's just like steel wool, but obviously it's made out of bronze, so it's even finer and softer. And I just take a little piece, rip it off, and I basically just do the same thing. If you have a hard to reach place with a brush, you just kind of stick it in there, move it around. You can assist with like a dental pick or a jag to help shove it into place and really kind of get in there. And then again, you just kind of scrub it around to remove any rust. Add oil, get a clean patch there to get out. Like I said, obviously it's soft, it'll start coming apart. And you'll sometimes leave little bits of this behind, but it's easy to remove as you wipe it off as you go anyway. So I'm going to clean off the rest of this piece and kind of show you an after and do a before after so you can see the difference between the two. But it's really that simple. As you can tell, just after a few seconds, it's got that part off. This part with the patina is going to be a bit rougher, and it's not going to clean up completely. Obviously, you're still going to have the pitting that's left behind, and you're not going to get rid of that with this method. But as I said, it's just important to remember, since there is pitting on this, that you don't want to go side to side or up and down only. You want to get all around so that you're sure you scrape out all the rust by hitting it with different angles. So this is the final result, cleaning up that side. It took me, I don't know, another 5-10 minutes, but you can see the difference, and I'll put them side by side so you can really check it out. But obviously this looks a lot better, a lot cleaner, and it didn't take much, just brass brush, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of scrubbing. That's all for today. I just wanted to show this since I was working on this firearm anyway. I thought someone could use the advice because I see all these different things out there, you know, steel wool and pennies and everything, but I didn't really see many people actually talk about bronze wool. So I thought I would show that off and just show the brass brush as a way to clean your firearms. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to help the channel out by liking the video, sharing it, and subscribing to the channel. I also have a Patreon you can check out, so you can support me on there as well. Thanks for watching.